after spent 11 years battling in Division 1 before finally getting promotion to the Premier Division. Now they tell us that here in Ballybuffet that every time they play a match here at Finn Park, the weather is absolutely atrocious. And I can tell you tonight, it's no different.
We're in the middle of what you call a stronghold of soccer in the country. People mightn't realise how important or how big soccer is here, but it is very big. And you know, we're in between, sandwiched in between Sligo and Derry, who have done really well in the Premier over the last 5 or 6 years. And it's been disappointing not to be in that group, but it took us a lot longer than we expected.
Having come up from Division 1 last year and now finding yourself in Premier Division, do you find the speed of the game, the class of the game, much better?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I mean, a few of the lads hadn't played Premier Division football before, and I think it told in the first 2 games of the season, where it's all, you know, so the ball moves a lot quicker. And once we got the first 2 games over, the boys settled down. We started getting our results again.
Our commitment's been brilliant for the last 6 or 7 weeks. We've worked very hard. We have a never say die attitude, not only in the squad but also in the club here, because we think we've been, we've been a little mistreated, shall we say, by the media in general at the start of the season, and we're trying to make our best to make sure that we stay in this division. Yeah, we had a lot of problems here in the close season, and it certainly hindered our beginning of the league campaign. But the only good thing from my point of view might have been the fact that the players signed were mine and not somebody else's. With only, I think at the start of the season, we had 3 players in our books that were still under contract, and everybody else had to be spoken to. So that was important for me, that the players that came on board were actually mine, and that I was able to go out and get those players. And obviously they're happy to come here. There was no pressure put on them to come here. They want to come to Ballybuffet and play in Ballybuffet, and they're quite happy here. How's
it going for you in the Premier Division?
That's great. I mean, we started off poor enough, but we got a good run of results there, 4 wins and a draw, and we had a wee bit setback last week against Pats, but we bounced back this week, and obviously it was probably the toughest match of the season, because in my opinion, Bows are probably the best team in the league, what I've seen so far, and there's a huge panel, and to get a point off them tonight, very pleasing.
John, we've been around a few of the clubs now, but we find that the enthusiasm of the crowd here is just something else.
Yeah, they're brilliant. They are brilliant. I mean, we're getting crowds from all over the county, and it's been like that now all season so far. So, I mean, fair dues to them, and hopefully we can give them plenty to shout about for the rest of the season.
You now have to go down to Bray Wanderers, the Carlisle grounds this weekend.
Yeah, another difficult match, as we know from last season, that Bray are very tough to beat, especially particularly at home. Pat Devlin has them really playing very strict football, and it'll be difficult to beat down in Bray. We had our difficulties against them last season, but I'm sure if we fight as hard as we did in the second half tonight, we'll do okay against them.
Ourselves in Bray and, say, Home Farm would have been one of the favourites to go straight back down. So, I mean, we have that little bit of a, you know, I suppose a few points ahead of them at this stage, but it's an important match. It's more important probably for Bray than it is for us, but at the same time, we've got to go up there and try and get 3 points again, because we're looking to stay with the top teams now, rather than, you know, be struggling. We're not struggling at the moment. We're looking to stay in the top 3, top 4. There's a chance to go second tonight, and we didn't do that, but we'll be looking for 3 points next week against Bray.
At the start of the season, you could have got 150 to 1 on Finn Harps winning the league.
Well, we haven't set our sights any further in the Bray game. I mean, our aim at the start of the season was to stay in the Premier, and I think we're well on the way to staying in the Premier. And if we can finish up as high as we can, then if we finish in the top 6, it'll be a bonus for us.
We've done quite well in the last number of weeks away. We had a great result in Cork and in Shells, and you know, last week I felt we might have deserved something out of the game. Maybe Lady Luck wasn't really with us last week, and you know, a couple of decisions went against us, and maybe the side inside of our post kept a goal out. But we'll be going there looking for 3 points, because there's a big difference in this league between 3 and 1. 3 points really moves you up the table. And then we're into 2 matches against Sligo, their local derbies, home and away, and then away to Derry City. So there's no problem with motivation.
That last-minute goal from Noel Melvin earning Finn Harps a 2-2 draw with Bohemians last Saturday.